From West Aurora High School for today's boys volleyball matchup between the Blackhawks and the visiting Naperville North Huskies. Good evening, everybody, and welcome alongside my partner, Jesus Mauricio. My name is Aaron Shellen, and the Blackhawks look to continue what has been a very hot start to their regular season. We're about 5 minutes away from the beginning of the match, so hang with us, and we'll be right back.
But first, we must honor America. Please rise and remove your hats as we play our national anthem.
Welcome to West Aurora High School for today's Blackhawks boys volleyball matchup against the Naperville North Huskies. We'll get you the starting lineups here in just a second. So for Naperville North, they will start number 10, Ermoon Bachaloon. Number 1, Connor Yam. Number 15, Holden Randall. Number 14, Adam Hartung. Number 4, Noah Hurebsky. And number 9, Nicholas Pat. So it's Yam, Hurebsky, Pat, Bachelum, Hartung, Randall, Matthew Versalotti. And the starting lineups now for your West Aurora Blackhawks. Alex Gove gets the start.
Number 1, Nick Fedor.
Nick Fedor gets the start as one of the outside hitters. Justice Barble.
Number 12,
6'4" senior gets the start. Evan Camp over on the wing, the pin position. Owen Hendricks, a name you're going to hear quite often here tonight. Another 6'4" senior. Number 14, Nathan Camaris gets the start, and Quinn Leonard is your libero for the Blackhawks here this afternoon. West comes into action today, 5-1 on the season, 3-1 at home. Been a very hot beginning of the season here for the Blackhawks, as they have won 10 sets and lost only 3 here in their first 5 matchups, while on the other side, Naperville North 1-5 on the year, 0-3 on the road. It's on the other way for Naperville North, only 3 sets for and 11 against. So West looking for I don't want to say a quick and easy one, but looking for another straight set victory, something they've had a couple of here already this season. Last time out on the 1st, that was a 2-0 win over Schaumburg. They also defeated St. Charles North 2-1 in that tournament. They defeated Joliet Central as well, so 3-0 in that tournament, 4-0 over Bolingbrook. So 4 straight wins in that tournament back on the 1st, and we are about ready to get going here from Kerkman Gymnasium. Looks like Plainfield North will get the service first. Excuse me, Naperville North. We did Plainfield North 2 days ago.
That's right. So many schools.
Get my Norths confused. We are ready to go. That's going to be Erman Bachaloon, the first serve for the Huskies. Back line. And there he is right there. Owen Hendricks, number 7, with the kill, gives the Blackhawks a 1-0 lead. And again, this is a name you're going to hear quite often. The senior Owen Hendricks, the reigning Midwest Max Preps and AVCA High School Player of the Week. Just an absolutely amazing week for number 7 in red and white. Attempt into the net, 2-0 Blackhawks here early on. Owen in his 4 matches last week, 38 kills. It's quick math, that's almost 10 a game. Also led the team in digs, led the team in aces, led the team in blocks as well. So a little bit of everything from number 7 as that service goes out of bounds. That'll be a point here for the Huskies, 2-1 Blackhawks. Miss hit on that set. Huskies able to tie it up. It's Connor Yam on the service for Naperville North. Puts it towards the back line. Into the middle, cleared over. And nice dig there by Quinn Leonard. And spike off the hands of Bachaloon, out of bounds. Point for West Aurora, 3-2 now Blackhawks. This will be Hendricks on the service. He leads the team in aces as well, so he does a little bit of everything. Number 7. Services that one long. So the Huskies tie it up. Three here in the early going. It's Matthew Versalotti. One libero to another. Over to Quinn Leonard. And there is another point for the Blackhawks as Hendricks is able to kill that one. 4-3 West with the early lead here in set number 1. Justice Barble also plays on the basketball team. Take the serve here. Nice save there by Barble, but out of bounds. Off the side of his hand, that'll go over to Naperville North as we're still all knotted here in the early going. 4-4 here in set number 1. The JV boys were victorious in straight sets over Naperville North. They won the first set 25-13 and then the second set 25-14. So Hendricks attempts a drop shot there. There's a nice dig by Hendricks. Blocked, and there's a point for Naperville North as they take the lead here now 5-4. That spike attempt by the Blackhawks knocked back into them. They're not able to return it, so they find themselves down here now. Nice save by West. Put over the net by Leonard. There's the set and the drop shot by Naperville North. They've taken an early 6-4 lead here. Again, this is a team that came in 1-5 so far here in the early going this year, but looking strong against the Blackhawks here through the first 10 points of this match. That's just as I say that. The service goes long. It'll go back over to West. Now down 6-5. First substitution of the match for the Blackhawks as Noah Roberts will check in. Miss hit. There's an opportunity for the Blackhawks. Tap shot, miscommunication on the part of Naperville North, and that's a point as Nathan Camaris is able to drop that one over the net and get this thing all square at 5, or at 6 rather. This is Cameron Jarrell on the service. He just checked in as well. Spike attempt into the net, another point for West Aurora. So they've rattled off 3 straight points after falling behind 6-4. They now lead 7-6. So another service for Jarrell, the 5'11 junior. Over to the outside, deflected, and that'll be a point for Naperville North as Bachaloon got up high to tie this one at 7. Just Noah Hrubeski for the Huskies on the service. Jump serve. Off the hands of Nick Fedor and out of bounds. That'll be another point for the Huskies. So playing the Blackhawks tough here in set number 1. They're up 8-7. And this is a Blackhawks team that's only lost 3 sets in their first 6 matches of the year. That service is into the net, so the Blackhawks will pick up a point, and they will retake the serve here. All square at 8. So Owen Hendricks with that hard jump serve. Saved nicely by Plainfield North. And there's the kill by Nick Fedor. So just a low screaming serve by Hendricks. That set up the Blackhawks offense on that possession, and that was an easy kill for West. They take a 9-8 lead. Hendricks with another service attempt. The 6'4" senior hits the top of the net. And illegal touch, illegal pass there by the Huskies, and West now up by 2 at 10-8. Those screaming low line drive serves are hard to return.
Wouldn't return it without an oven mitt.
We are ready to go here as Noah Hrubeski was talking to the official for a second. That should be another point for, they're going to be able to keep that one off the roof. And Naperville North is able to return that drop shot. And again, another illegal touch by Naperville North. It's interesting, Jesus. It's like, everything is in, right? So that ball went off the ceiling here at Kerkman Gymnasium, and Naperville North was able to return it. West has rattled off 4 points in a row. They're up 11-8, make it 11-9 as Owen Hendricks puts that service into the net.
Yeah, Aaron, I love the saying, the play is never dead till the whistle blows.
Yeah, and nothing more true there, because that ball almost got caught up in the basketball hoop that's pulled up above the top of the gym here. Drop shot, nicely done by Hendricks. Just found that open space and dropped that one in for a point for West. It's 12-9.
Using the finesse, all places of the court. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, not everything needs to be, just because you're a hammer, everything doesn't need to be a nail, right? And that one definitely had a little bit of finesse behind it from Owen Hendricks, and he dropped that in for a 12-9 Blackhawks lead, and this is Quinn Leonard on the service for West. Nice save by the Blackhawks. And there you go, Nick Fedor again, right into that back line. Naperville North not able to do anything with that, and West starting to get a little bit of distance here between them and the Huskies here in the first set. It's 13-9, best of 3 to 25. Here's Leonard again, into the net, make it 13-10 rather. This is Ermun Bachaloon on the serve for the Huskies. And his service goes wide. Blackhawks take the serve right back, up by 4 here. Couple of substitutions for West. Evan Camp is back in. This is Alex Gove. Lefty serve. And that hit the line. I think that hit the line. They can say that hit. I think that stayed in. Yeah, that's a point for the Blackhawks. So nice serve right on that line, giving the Blackhawks a 5-point lead here in set number 1, 15-10. Both teams, Naperville North thought it was out. Blackhawks thought it was in. It was ruled in. Again, that lefty serve, and that one, I guess, just wide, or long rather. So Huskies will pick up the point. They'll get the service back down by 4 here in set number 1. It's Eric Lai, number 8 on the serve. And there's a kill for the Blackhawks. Right in the middle, that's Justice Barble. Able to pick up the point for West, as they are now up 16-11.
Right back to business.
Yep, Nick Fedor now. Jump serve by Nick. Saved high into the air. And there's a kill. Noah Hrubeski puts that one down, giving the Huskies a point, 16-12.
You see a gritty off the court? That's bold.
I've noticed, I noticed this watching the JV game earlier, that they have a lot of fun while they're playing.
It's good.
That service goes long by Versalati. So unforced error, giving the Blackhawks here a 5-point lead in set number 1 at 17-12. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. A lot of chanting, a lot of cheering, a lot of high fives. And I love how they just determine who gets to determine who serves first as they race to the net.
Yeah.
Which I think is really neat. There's a point for Naperville North, bringing them within 4. It's 17-13 here in set number 1. This is Adam Hartung on the service. Set, and that was an illegal set by Alex Gove, so that'll be another point for the Huskies, make it 17-14. As this 1-5 Huskies team isn't going away quietly here in set number 1. Serve is long. That'll be a point for West. Make it 18-14. This is a fun place to watch an event. We were talking about it before we went live, and I've seen a lot of West Aurora basketball here over the last 4 years. And over the last couple of years, we've started doing other events here at Kerkman Gymnasium. And it's just a fun place to watch an event. Doesn't matter what it is, basketball, volleyball, badminton. Nice drop shot into the far corner by Naperville North as they get themselves back within 3 at 18-15.
I'll tell you what, Aaron, I think the acoustics in here sound great. I think, the floor looks amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Never attended, but I've had a couple great friends play in here. Shout out to Jake Powers from St. Ambrose University.
Well, you're from Aurora. You just went to Central, as there is a block and a point for West. So you're from the area. You didn't get the opportunity to spend time over here at West Aurora. And I've spent, and we were talking about this before we went live. I think I've spent more time in this area than you have, and you grew up in Aurora.
Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah, I've only caught a few games here, but I mean, hey, I respect West Aurora. I just grew up as a Charger.
Yep. There's the service by Hendricks. And that's going to be a point for the Blackhawks, I think. Yeah, they're going to say that ball was pushed over rather than hit over. So the Blackhawks will take a 20-15 lead here with the dangerous Owen Hendricks back there on the service line, looking to make it a 6-point lead. A little softer serve this time from Owen. And the drop shot hits the net, goes out of bounds. That'll be another point for West as they move a little bit closer here to a set 1 victory. So we're going to take a quick timeout and let the coaching staff talk to the players. Here with West up 21-15 in set number 1. West with a 21-15 lead here in set number 1. Naperville North been keeping it close for the most part. This is the largest lead here in set number 1 for the Blackhawks at 6. Owen Hendricks trying to make it 7 here, get them a little bit closer. That's set number 1 victory. Hard serve into the net, and the Huskies get a little bit closer at 21-16 now.
All it takes is a good run. I mean, it's not too big of a lead.
Nope, not at all. This is Charles Viscoso with the long serve, giving the Blackhawks the point and the service back. But when you're making unforced errors like that, long serves into the net, it's hard to claw back into a game. So you got to play fun, like in all sports. Fundamentals are key, right? And in volleyball, getting that initial serve in is critical. Shot wide, and that's going to be a point for the Blackhawks, even though Naperville North is, I think, claiming that ball hit a Blackhawks player on the way out of bounds. But West is going to retain possession in a 7-point lead here at 23-16, so 2 points away from match number 1. So there'll be a small break in between sets, and then they'll get going again. We are ready to go. That is Quinn Leonard. There's a kill by Bachelloon. We've called his name a couple of times. He's able to get way up in the air and kill that one to get the Huskies back within 6 at 23-17 now. Our next broadcast will be tomorrow. Weather permitting, Jesus and I will be over on the softball field doing girls softball. I believe they're playing Caneland tomorrow, so that should be a fun one.
Oh, yeah.
There's the point for the Blackhawks, put down nicely by Noah Roberts, giving the Blackhawks set point here at 24-17. See if the Blackhawks can close out set number 1 right here with Alex Gove back there on the service line. Alex, a 6-foot junior, wearing that big knee brace on that left knee. Jump serve with the left hand, long and wide. Keeps the Huskies in this one at 24-18. What we talk about, right? The unforced errors.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it's easier said than done in volleyball.
Of course it is. I mean, that's why I'm up here.
Right.
Not down there playing the sport.
I'm here with you too, my man. We just got to control the controllables, really. I mean, if it's serves that can stay in bounds, you got to do it.
Yep. And there was a bit of miscommunication on the part of the Blackhawks as the Huskies pick up 2 straight points to pull within 5 now. Justice Barble was able to return that, but dropped it right up in the air, and there was nobody there on the other end of it other than him. And there is set point. Owen Hendricks again. He's a hammer, but he didn't treat it as a nail right there as he drops it over the net, gives the Blackhawks a 25-18 victory here in set number 1. Jesus and I will be back for set number 2 here in just a minute on Stream Sports Midwest. People having fun here at West Aurora High School. The Blackhawks having fun as they took set number 1, 25-19 over Naperville North. So they're looking for the 2 straight sets victory here to put them to 6-1 on the year. We'll see what happens in set number 2. Looks like West will get the service to start things here in our second set. That looks like Alex Gove back there on the end line. It's Gove out there with Leonard and Hendricks, Barble, Evan Camp, and I believe that's number 1, Nick Fedor out there as well. That left-handed service again. Block there by West. Naperville North gets another opportunity. Dropped over the net by Fedor, and I think maybe they're saying somebody from Naperville North into the net. So that'll give the Blackhawks here an early 1-0 lead in set number 2. Gove again. It's the serve in right up along the net. A one-handed set kept in. And the attempted set actually went over the net and out of bounds, tying this thing at 1. Not what the Blackhawks were looking for there. Naperville North will take the service. That is Bachaloon, number 10. Hard low serve. And into the net with it was Evan Camp. So the Huskies jump out early here in set number 2, 2-1. Bachaloon again. That one just wide. So Blackhawks will get the serve back here, all square at 2. Blackhawks won set 1, 25-19. That's Nick Fedor, the 6-foot sophomore, or junior rather. Off the sign. And they're able to get it over the net. It's the second time we've seen that here today. And there's a kill by Owen Hendricks. The Blackhawks a 3-2 lead. We talked about this earlier, right? Like the point isn't over until you hear the whistle. That bounced right off the first O in Gordon Kerkman Gymnasium up there in front of us. And Naperville North was able to play that one back over the net. Hard serve by Fedor. And there's another kill by Owen Hendricks. Owen, that was the two-handed variety. That was a two-handed flush by Owen Hendricks. 4-2 Blackhawks here with the lead in the second set, looking to improve to 6-1 here on the season. Fedor again. Jump serve towards the back line. And knocked right back in by the Blackhawks as Evan Camp got up high to knock that one down. Put the Blackhawks up 3 here in set number 2.
Yeah, they're getting real comfortable here, Aaron.
It has been a good run for him. This is 4 straight points with Fedor serving and a couple of pretty easy points for West in that run as well. Fedor again to that back line, and that was an illegal touch by the Huskies. So again, Blackhawks now up by 4 at 6-2, and the Huskies want a timeout. We're going to take it alongside them here. Blackhawks up 6-2, set 2. They're up 1-0 here this afternoon. We'll be right back. Blackhawks with a 5-point run here to jump out to a 6-2 lead in set number 2. And set number 1 was pretty close right until the end. West pulled away towards the end of that first set, but looking pretty good here in the early going in set number 2 as they were down 2-1 when Fedor took over the serve. It's now 6-2. And just as I say that, he serves it wide to give a point back to the Huskies, bringing them within 3 at 6-3. But that's a good run for Nick Fedor. Picked up 5 points in a row for the Blackhawks. This is Connor Yam. It's going to be a point for West.
Tic-tac-toe. That looked real easy.
Yeah, right. It was like it was like a give and go in basketball, right? And that's kind of what that looked like there between the two players right at the net. This is Justice Barble. Long, and right down the hallway with that one. Making it 7-4.
No gritty after that ball.
Yeah, no, nothing. This is Matthew Versalotti on the serve. And there's another kill. You can start to see Owen Hendricks getting a little bit more comfortable in his game here in the second set, Jesus. He's picked up a handful of kills already here in the second set. Was not quite as ferocious, I would say, in that first set, but we're definitely seeing it a little bit more here in set number 2.
Yeah, I agree. It's like he smells the blood in the water.
Cameron Jarrell, serve across. And there's a block by Hendricks. So again, he does a little bit everything. This is Owen Hendricks, again, the reigning Max Preps and AVCA High School Player of the Week for the Midwest. Led the team in kills, digs, and aces last week, while also chipping in 4 blocks, a couple of blocks in this match alone. West into the net. That'll be a point for Naperville North, making it 9-4. I have my score wrong. It's 8-6, it looks like. So I got to go in here and change that. I don't think that's right.
I agree with you.
I believe it's 9-6, but we'll go with 8-6 since that's what the scoreboard says. West able to just save that one. And there's a kill for Naperville North, getting within 2 now, within 1 now at 8-7. So just after West had a 5-point run to make it 6-2, the Huskies have scored 4 of the last 6 points, drawing themselves within 1 here in the second set. Serve is wide. So there's the 9th point of the game of this match for the Blackhawks, putting them up 2. And this is Owen Hendricks on the serve. Nice dig there by Naperville North, but that shot is wide for a point for West. West up 3 here now at 10-7. Low, hard serve, and Naperville North not able to do anything with that one. Looked like maybe a bit of miscommunication on that back line, and they were able to get that first hit on it, but the second one knocked out of bounds, so it's a 4-point West lead here now. Hendricks with another serve. Let's see if he stays with that low. Yes, he does. Such a hard, right over the top of the net. Ooh. Good dig there, and a legal touch by West. So that'll be a point for the Huskies, bringing them within 3 at 11-8.
What an effort on that stretch.
It really was. It was quite the dig on that back line, although the ball may have been going out of bounds. There's an ace. That's an ace for Noah Hrubeski, bringing the Huskies within 2 now at 11-9. West thought that was going out of bounds, but Hrubeski dropped it in that far back corner. There's another point right at the net. This time Nick Fedor able to get a piece of that, and Naperville North deflects it out of bounds, giving the Blackhawks a 12-9 lead. Quinn Leonard, 5'8" senior libero, take the service here for West. Puts it towards the back line. Kill attempt from the center by Hrubeski, put into the net with Justice Barble right there. Blackhawks now up 4 again at 13-9. Leonard's going to try the other side this time. Jump serve long. Out of bounds, point for the Huskies. 13-10 here, set number 2. West won set number 1, 25-19. They look to move to 6-1 here in the early going this season. That's Nicholas Patt on the service. And Justice Barble with the kill. Finds some open space in between the front line and the back line to give the Blackhawks their 4-point advantage, back at 14-10 now. Couple of substitutions. Alex Gove checks in, along with a number 2 who I do not have on my roster. Couldn't tell you who that is. I apologize. Service into the net by Gove, so it goes back over to the Huskies at 14-11 now. Here's Bachaloon on the serve for Naperville North as they look to crawl back into this one. Save there by Fedor. A couple West players bang into each other, knocked over the net by West. And the block attempt by Barble no good as Yam is able to pick up a point for the Huskies and get Naperville North now back within 2. Justice was there. May have been a little bit further back from the net than maybe he would have liked. There's another point for Naperville North. They've picked up 3 straight points here, getting themselves within 1 here in the second set. It's 14-13. West Aurora with the lead. Bachaloon with his 4th serve here. And there will be a point for the Blackhawks off the hands of Connor Yam and out of bounds. So the Blackhawks stop that streak. They get the service back up by 2. Nick Fedor to serve here for West. Another jump server here for the Blackhawks. It's right at the net, and there's an easy kill for Owen Hendricks. And that's what happens when you can get those serves in, right? We talk about fundamentals. You can get those types of easy points by just getting your serve in. And we're going to have a timeout called here again by Naperville North. We'll take it alongside them. West Aurora leads 16-13 here, looking for a sweep of this best of 3.
Oh, we got a Windy City Bulls game? This is one of the prompts. Oh, okay, okay.
All right. Getting pumped up with a little motley crew here in Kerkman Gymnasium as West looking to put this one to bed. They're up 16-13, set number 2. They won set number 1, 25-19. This is Nick Fedor. And serves well wide, well long. So the Huskies come back from a timeout, pick up a point, get themselves within a pair at 16-14. Connor Yam will serve here for Naperville North. Nice block there on the kill attempt by from Owen Hendricks. Drop shot saved by Naperville North as they look to get within a point and almost blocked by Hendricks. Nice save, and I'm not sure. Okay, so gave the point to Naperville North right there. West was able to play the ball, but legal touch, I guess. So 16-15 now. And there's another kill off the hand of number 7, Owen Hendricks, and you can see they're just, it's like that a basketball game where you see the player, do that feed me motion, when he's playing well and he just does that feed me.
He's just in the zone.
That's what they're doing with Owen Hendricks right now. They're just feeding him possession after possession and letting him rack up the points for the Blackhawks.
Yeah, let him eat.
It's a Saw on the serve, getting his first action here in the second set. Kill into the net. So that was a golden opportunity for Noah Hrubeski to pick up a point for Naperville North, and he just shanked it right into the net, putting the Blackhawks back up by 3 here at 18-15. You can see they've made a much more concerted effort here in the second set to go to number 7 in red and just let him do his thing. Miss hit on the initial service return. There's a push shot. And blocked back in to Nathan Camaras, and that'll be a point here for the Huskies as they get within a couple again at 18-16. So these two teams came in. I said Blackhawks came in 5-1. Also going to be, actually, that was a point for West. I take that back. A point for West, 19-15, Blackhawks with the lead. And Saul will stay with the serve. Save there by West. Good dig, and the Blackhawks not able to get the point, but that was a good dig by Saw as he dove, was able to knock that right up in the air, but out of bounds, so it's 19-16 now. With Versalotti ready to serve here for Naperville North. Initial serve goes backwards, so West just has to play it over the net. Naperville North, and that stays in. Hits that back corner. Nicely done by Adam Hartung as he gets that in that far back corner, bringing Naperville North within a pair again. So Huskies hanging around. Again, I talked about West 5-1 coming into this. Naperville North coming in 1-5, but a couple of close matchups here. West took set one, 25-19. We're up 19-17 here in set number 2. Nice block there. And there he is again, number 7, Owen Hendricks. Puts that one to bed, giving the Blackhawks a 3-point lead at 20-17 now. Looks like Cameron Jarrell, number 10, be back there on the serve for West. Spins the ball on his finger, and he's ready to go. Jarrell, 5'11", junior. West somehow able to keep that in. Nicely done by Jarrell. See if they can do anything with it. Spike out of bounds. So Cameron Jarrell, nicely done. Able to pick up that save and get West the point and get him that much closer to ending this one at 21-17.
Put his wingspan to really good use there.
That serve into the net, however. It's not 21-18. Huskies with the serve now. This is Hartung. Bit of a mishit that time by Jarrell, looking for Camaris, and Huskies pick up another point, and they're hanging around 21-19 here in the second set. Drop shot by West, saved nicely by Naperville North. Blackhawks with another attempt here, and there's the point. Nicely done that time. Camaris finds the open space and gets the Blackhawks within 3 points of ending this one, giving them a 3-point lead at 22-19. We got Hendricks now on the serve. Second set's really belonged to number 7. He's played really, really well. And this time, that's an announcer's jinx right there. I will take credit for that one as Hendricks puts that into the net. So 22-20 now here in set number 2.
You broadcasters are so superstitious, Aaron. I love it, though.
Well, some of us are. Some of us aren't. Nice dig there by Leonard. Hendricks able to get the point. That point was made by Quinn Leonard, that diving dig. Able to knock it up in the air to Hendricks, who found the open space and put the Blackhawks up by 3. Now, I know what I say has nothing to do with what happens down there, but it's just funny how often those types of coincidences happen. Here's the service by Leonard. Shot is wide, and this is match point here for the Blackhawks. They are up 24-20 here in set number 2. Quinn Leonard here, looking to end this right now. And blocked, but blocked out of bounds by a pair of Blackhawks. So the Huskies stay alive here at 24-21. It's Pat on the serve. Spike attempt into the net by Justice Barble, and Huskies aren't going quietly. 24-22.
This is a fun little ending.
It is. Huskies they're not done playing volleyball for the night. They want to keep going. And there it is right there. That is point number 25, and the Blackhawks win the set win the second set 25-21. They won the first set 25-19. So all in all, a successful day for West Aurora Volleyball. The JV team won 25-13, 25-14. Varsity team won 25-19, 25-21. Jesus, I had fun today. It was short and quick, right? I mean, it's about an hour and 10 minutes or something like that, but that was fun. That was a fun event. And tomorrow, assuming the weather holds off, you and I will be right back here over on the softball field for girls softball taking on Caneland. So make sure you hang around and check that out as well. So we're all done here at West Aurora this afternoon. For my partner, Jesus Mauricio, my name is Aaron Shellen. Once again, the Blackhawks win in straight sets, 19-21. We'll see you tomorrow, guys, for softball.